set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dak going to start out going to the air.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Arnold Ebiketie, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
The score, Saints 7, Falcons 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for those.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Prescott now from the 50.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
Room here to run.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of
there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. winds up falling incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Smith. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right. Ready?
Back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback 3rd and long. You really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to do?
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow.
They'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Play action now. Prescott. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 14, Falcons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action here on first down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Falcons 7.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Finding space at the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. Kyle Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And Prescott, his third interception. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Let's go now. Cheetah.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Looking there for puts, but intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Well, a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 31, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
All-pro receiver Michael Thomas missed all of 2021 while recovering from an ankle injury, but we'll never forget that he set an NFL record in 2019 with 145 catches. When healthy, borderline unguardable, just like he was on that play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. Again, he's got that man Landry. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. To throw is Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Green jack. Ready, go. Stay.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down. First down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. The quick slant caught. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Blue striker. Black ultra.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Dalton Keene, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4. Well done.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This one taken in by Olave. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Olave over the middle. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check smash. Go.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Red, yellow. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the 1st time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Ready, set.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And complete to Drake London. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
To throw, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Prescott.
Pass pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to run.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Dak. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Falcons, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.